I should change the song to Bachpan Ka Pyar. No? Stream starting soon. Bachpan Ka Pyar bhul nahi jana re. Well, one of the ideas. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 folks. Welcome to another live stream. Tonight we are trying something new, and my hair is a mess. As usual, welcome. Tonight we are doing design office hours for the first time. And what are design office hours? It's a new idea that came up. If you've watched on this channel, we have done about 18 episodes of design portfolio review, 17 actually, and we've reviewed over hundreds of portfolios during those live stream. And in the last live stream, something different happened. We were able to get into it. Took a longer time, but we were able to also get into design feedback. So that gave me an idea. Hey, there's so many designers who keep asking for feedback around they're freelancers or they're solo designers in a team, or they just did an assignment to get to apply for a job, and they don't have appropriate feedback to be able to work on it and to progress with it. So this is the first episode we're going to try. It is very similar to portfolio reviews, but here we get deeper into design, and probably there'll be a connection between the two, but we'll see how it goes. So this is the first episode. Make sure you hit that like button, and thank you so much for taking our time on a Saturday evening. I know you folks, many of you had other plans as well, so thank you so much for taking our time. Make sure you hit that like button so we can get started. And I will have to change these glasses so I can actually see what we're looking at, because of course we're talking about design, so you gotta read. So I will just change into my legible glasses, and we get started already. Let's get started. Okay, who all are here? We have Rohit Mitwani, who was here, but the first comment was from, I can't see that person's name. There was one more comment before that. Who was that? Can't read your name because of YouTube. But hey, thank you so much. Rishabh Thakur was there. Hey, Rishabh. And Kishan is here. Piyash is here. Sangik is here. Kishan is here. Sudhavna is here. Sangik. Then we have Manish Reddy, who is here. Hello, Manish. Good to see you. Spaceboy Gaming is here. Syed Numan, good to see you, man, after so long. Arjit Singh is here. Piyush Pal, we already took your name. Manohar Singh is here. And Priyanka Pakhe is here. And we also see Ramakrishna. We see Dhaval. Good to see you, Dhaval. All right. Tushar Agarwal is here. Shreya is here. And Shahbaz is also here. So welcome all of you. Thank you so much for joining in today. And we are looking at your work. Let's see. And Dipankar is also here. So those are all the names I was taking. Now you can continue to have questions, chats. You can talk among yourselves in the chat. Feel free to send. If you're new here, you subscribe. If you like something, you hit the like button. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, you can check out the link there. And if you've done all of that, then you can support by chatting, appreciating, sending emojis on the live chat, or sending super chats as well. All right, so let's get started. Twinkle is also here. Hello, Twinkle. Thank you. All right, so first thing, one we are looking at is by Vishvesh, and we are looking at this door-to-door discovery shopping app redesign. And one of the primary problem statements Vishvesh was trying to solve was improve the discovery of products. A personal project, but that is why he was not able to get feedback there. But his main problem was that how do you improve visibility of multiple products? Now, what does that's the summary he has given me on the submission: increase discoverability of all products. And we'll see what that means, and and how that progresses. So the sales funnel is through physical store in Chennai and Bangalore, YouTube channel with 400,000 subscribers, Instagram page with 50K followers. Very interesting. So this is how discovery happens. And then some of, very interesting. So they have a huge collection of saris, and they have a huge YouTube channel. They add 6 videos per week. That is insane. New collections, curated collections. Every collection has 10 saris on average. So every collection has over 30 saris. Okay. This should give you an idea of the huge collection of saris. They have the inception of redesign. So she asked me to find a particular collection on their app. Okay. If you're wondering, I became a user. My mother discovered this app using one of the YouTube videos. Interesting. But the thing is, every time she saw any of the YouTube videos, she asked me to find Vishvesh to find the particular collection on their app. And why was this problem? She never, even though his mother was not very versed with English, she still understood, got it around technology. So it's a very niche product. He started with some research, etc. All right, home screen. Let's look at the app. All right, so there are all these. Oh, these are the collections. Oh, one could search for collections here, I'm guessing. There's collection number 1 with 10 products, collection number B with 10 products. All right, only 2 collections at best. Repeating same collection with the new one is released is difficult. There's no see more section, right? So this is the redesigned. I'm gonna just get rid of this 1 second, folks. This annoying thing by Medium is really annoying. All right, bye bye. All right, now we can read in peace. So, yeah. What have we done here? So we get it. Okay, let's look at one is this, then there are discounts. Okay, we're gonna get to the Figma file here. All right, I do not know what that is. So now when you share your Figma file, folks, organize it a little bit and make sure you're linking to the right appropriate place, right? Like you can name them here, which one I should be opening, because there seems to be a lot of rough work here going on. So I don't know which one to look at. So I'm guessing this is the one to look at. We see a lot of stuff here. So this is what we are looking at, right? I'm just gonna change to this mode. Now, can you go? Yeah, okay. These are featured collections, all right? But what happens next? Like, how do I now see all? The see all thing is not here. How did I reach here? That is not clear, okay? So here we have a product card where we have the pricing, then we have the name of the thing, and then we have the main, I'm guessing the main fabric, what kind of fabric it is. But what if it's a mixed fabric? Like, does that also come here? But first, I'm still worried, like, how is the collection problem solved? Like, the biggest problem you start to set out to solve was that mother is not able to find collections, right? And I'm not sure how that solves that. 2 cart icon on the same screen. Okay, got it. This is an audit report. No see more banner. It's a video. Oh damn, it's a video. Okay, about us in navigation. Okay, that is weird. So the navigation is cleared. Makes sense. This screen needs some annotation. So navigation is definitely an improvement. Search, I'm not too sure. Banner. Oh, so I'm not sure. Okay, so there are discounts there. You see the see more button with recent collections and same collections and finding the old collection. I still don't see a solution to that. Nope. Useful option, accessible, no distinction between normal. Okay. Sure, this looks a little cleaned up, but mostly it looks like a visual cleanup right now. I'm still not. Now you can say watch video here, but my question is, now here's the thing, okay? This I've seen, by the way, this is a very important point for all of you, especially if you are a young designer who's trying to apply for internships or full-time roles and you're not getting through, even after attempting multiple things, right? This is a point I see in so many places, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with this screen. First of all, let me get there. There's nothing wrong with it as such. It could work. But the problem, there are a couple of problems here, right? Now let's look at problems one by one. And this is visual design, right? So let me find this in the Figma file. So we can look at the problem statement right here. And this is why I specifically wanted to do this kind of format. And you will see why what we are doing here is different than portfolio review. Now, if only this file was a little more organized. Where is that screen? The screen is, sorry, my bad. Catching your first live stream. Hey, Nikhil. Yo, Madhuri, thanks for joining in. So this is a notification screen, okay? And where is notification? Notification. That is something else. Nope, this is not the screen. All right, folks, you know how to improve your submissions. If you already submitted, just go fix your file. There you go. Now, okay? I'm gonna take this screen here. I'm gonna take it, this entire thing here, and maybe group it together, get rid of that. Oh damn, this is gonna be complex. Oh, I don't have edit access. Damn, okay. Now, I wish I had edit access. Can I duplicate this file in some way? Ah, okay, we'll figure later. Let me see if I can. Open in desktop, duplicate file, save a local copy, new, save a local copy. I think that should be the option. Oh, that's gonna download. Oh, damn. I hope my Chrome doesn't freeze now. Yes, it will freeze. Yes, it will freeze. Where's the duplicate option? Should I give you access? Yeah, why not? Give me access, yeah. Give me access. Make a copy and give me access. Export. I can do export. From to center. I don't want to go to center. There's just too many files there. Okay. Let me transition the screen and then I can do some of this jazz. Back to files, recent, and I can now do duplicate. Yes. From there's a way to do duplicate. And now I can transition my screen back up again. All right. Thank you. Thank you for the help there, folks. Now we can get back. Okay. Wrong page. Come here. That's the screen. So now this is what I was talking about, right? Now, the problem with this, let's look at, first of all, this is a video. So nobody knows that's a video. Cool. That's a problem statement. Then that's the biggest problem statement. This looks like some blog post, something like that, right? And I don't know why it's under notifications. I honestly don't know. Maybe this is how notifications come. But let's take this screen and I'm going to take some elements from here, right? Because this is a good solution. Now, the first issue we see is that this is what we have done here is we add a watch video CTA and a shop now CTA. Now the problem with that is this is not how typically this is done. This is not a standard practice to add watch video button, right? It is a standard practice to add CTAs, but not like this. Now, notifications are not usually with the CTA. There are some exceptions, but usually they are not, right? And then there's so many CTAs on a page. There are 4 CTAs already in a view. Now, if this was just a video screen, right? This was just a video, why am I duplicating it? If this was just video, what we could do, I hope this is not a screen. Oh, it is a screenshot, damn it. What we could do is, let's say, get this to full thumbnail. This is more of a, I'm going to do a very rough job here, but just to get the point across that we have a very, oh yeah, everything is missing right now. So the video aspect ratio is that, not square like this and not very wide like this. It could be 16:9 or very wide screen aspect, but usually it is not, right? So, and usually titles should be left aligned because if you center align them, they don't work very well with the rest of the typesetting. Especially look at this left line title versus this center line title, right? Now, all you gotta do to depict that something is a video is honestly just do this. Put that damn thing there. Make sure it's visible, right? And let's give it some, maybe there's background blur, maybe it needs a little bit of drop shadow. I'm doing, again, very rough improvements here, but this is less of a reinvention. Now look at that versus this, right? The upper versus the lower one. Which one do you think it is better? And if you really want to have shop now, you can add, the CTA below. And in these kind of cases, I would want to keep the, my browser is really struggling with OBS. So I'm really having a hard time operating Figma. If it looks slow to you folks, it's just not you. It is actually this slow right now. Like it's lagging massively. So that's like, you don't need these CTAs. That's a much cleaner look visually if you look at it, at least in my opinion, if you go about that, right? And what you're solving here is essentially the same problem, that it's video and it's not obvious this is a video, right? However, coming back still, that I still do not see a solution for the collections problem statement, right? So the central problem statement still remains. Oh, so the see more comes here. Oh, okay. Okay, so I search something, I get suggestions, and But what kind of suggestions do I get? Do I get this kind of suggestion or this kind of suggestions? Autocomplete and suggestions are usually, oh, previous search queries. Okay, got it. These are previous and these are new suggestions. Nowadays they are combined. You can look at Instagram for new reference. Another thing to note here is that I don't know this. The color usage is slightly off for me. I don't know. We'll come to colors later. All right, so I still don't know, like, if how will this solve? Did you test it with your mother again? Was she able to find with this new design? I mean, for that you would probably need to build a prototype. So there are filters, sure. Nice. So you put all of this in the footnotes. Very neat. Okay. This was the old app. This is the new app. I can see some collections clearly. I'm still not sure, like, why collections is not the first thing, right? And another thing, like, this is how you use research. You know from your own research that they release over 6 videos a week, right? 6 videos per week. And then they demonstrate either a new collection or a curated collection where they get 10 saris. And you know from one of their users with your real life experience that now on the app they are to look for that collection, right? So my question is, if that is clear, why isn't it that the day I open this app, the video on release on the YouTube and the collection both are here? Why couldn't that be the case? Because think about it. What? Let's take your mother as a user persona, as a single user. Not even that's not a persona. Let's take them as a user example, right? She saw a video. She's interested. What is she gonna do? She's gonna open the app. You know, in most cases, and one could get data, and especially because from this if this is how you could make assumptions because it's a test case study. One of the things I would ask is, why not just put it up front? Like right here, today's video, today's collection, and everything else, yesterday's. Like, why not like that, right? And since videos are such an integral part, why doesn't every collection have its associated video, right? So that will be a second collection, second question. Now this is the curated collection. I see shop now, but I don't see the video, right? So there is still a gap between the content and the discovery element, where and how it's happening and what the app is trying to solve. Overall, kudos on improving visually. There are many visual improvements. The type scale that you have deployed is marginally better, actually quite a bit better. I wouldn't say marginally. It does need some improvements. However, I'm not sure if if you're using a geometric sans, I don't know if you can scale it down to that level. It's a little bit difficult to design UI with geometric sans stuff, right? It's a very headline-ish font. Most geometric sans are. So a couple of those things on, I guess, on visual feedback. But yeah, largely if you look at design point of view, these are some things that are left to be desired, right? Like, and when you get to that, like we were talking about, like reinventing the wheel, in so many, when I was talking about that button, folks, you won't believe it. We have design interns, we have design openings for design interns that head out, right? And product design interns we are looking for. And all you gotta do is just submit one of the tasks that is already out there. And very smart designers, amazingly smart designers, end up getting stuck in things like this. Like, you don't need to reinvent this. The creativity is shown not in how did you reinvent the watch video thing or not, or the standards or not. The creativity is shown in how well you understood the problem and what was the way you solved that, right? So I would judge creativity on, let's say, what you did on a homepage to really shorten that path, right? I would count as creative. This for me is, it comes across from my side, from where I sit when I look at these designs, as if you need more practice and experience before you get to know that these things, when you have standards already available, you prefer to use those because user just knows how to use them. So yep, so I hope this is useful, and if it is useful, let's hear it. And first let's give a big round of applause for Vishvesh, to Vishesh. Let's have Vishvesh, sorry. Let's have VOP, because Vishvesh can be too long to type. So let's have VOP in the chat, Because folks, it is not easy to share your work and have it publicly critiqued like this. I understand what it takes, right? And this is also how, because we discuss it among ourselves in this space, it is probably going to be easier for you later on when as you go out and try to gather more feedback. So really appreciate Vishvesh for sharing his work. So VOP, let's have VOP in chat, right? And if you like, if you understood something, if this was useful to you, if this format is working, if you want to see more of that, hit that like button and let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the feedback session. All right. So Dhavna says it's useful. It's useful. All right. VOP is happening. So let's first VOP, and second you tell me was it useful or not. And meanwhile, I'll catch up with the comments. Sid, love this new style. Going deep was much needed. Always missed it earlier, even if we cover less quantity. But this is way better in terms of learning. Awesome. Looking forward to see more of these. Awesome, Priyansh. That is the goal here. We won't be covering a lot of things here. But the thing about this is that as we get into details, each one of you will learn very fundamental stuff, which is applicable to all of us, right? We'll love from all of the things. Good eye. Thank you. Fire session, much more details in this. Thank you so much, Karthik. That is the goal. People pressure on designers, huh? Now you got to design good or you might be screwed. Pretty cool. No, not peer pressure, Rashni. Jokes apart, it is just feedback. Like, it is just trying to help. Because many times you can get just stuck here. Like, there's no designer to give you feedback. Spaceboy says, who's Vishvesh, by the way, if you've not figured that out. Home screen section, you can see the cards for collection. Maybe due to different thumbnails, you missed it. Love the feedback. Thank you so much. I see the collection cards. I see the collection cards. I will, in fact, show you what you mean. You mean this, right? I see this. I see this. Why is it not the first thing is my question. Why is this visually more dominating than this? And why is it not connected with the video? Why didn't it say today's collection, the collection you saw today, right? Or something like that. All right, all right. Thank you for giving me thumbs up. Hey, Sai, Scalers United. What is Scalers? I see Sai Swaroop is there. All right, that is what that means. All right, fire session, much more useful. Thank you so much. Like the way you critique the design decision, especially where you, to apply creativity. Thank you so much. First time watching you live, this is very insightful. Thank you. Thank you, Rahul Egre, for joining in. Scalar Academy. All right, all right, all right. So now we go to the second submission that we have. And once again, I cannot thank you folks enough for doing these submissions. I understand it is not easy and it has taken you a lot to be able to share your work in public. And I really, really, appreciate that. So we have some more work. The problem statement here, I'll first give you a little bit of background on the problem statement and then we can get started with the... So this is by Rishabh Thakur. Rishabh Thakur is from Delhi. And the problem statement is here, okay? It's written here. Trina leads a messy digital life. Her music is scattered across laptop, phone, various cloud services. She's an avid music lover. She listens to music. So her music is all over the place, all right? Let her select an artist, genre, composer on a mobile, taking care of the rest of the music needs. Oh, I don't understand the problem statement. Was this a task given to you? Rishabh, was this a task? Provide a better song suggestion experience. Okay, song suggestion experience. Because if this was a task provided, then there's something missing. Hey Adit, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Good to see you here. And yeah, so the biggest... I'll tell you why I am confused about this task, okay? This paragraph says that she loves music. She has a variety of music. She's a music lover. She has a different playlist and different device for morning, gymming, then for travel, commute, office, and different zones. Cool. I'm with you. Makes sense. So this sounds like a person who has a lot of music collections and there are different places. And I kind of relate because a lot of the Indian classical music I listen to is on YouTube and a lot of other music is on other apps, right? Now, this is the second paragraph. My problem is, it seems like it has nothing to do with the first paragraph. Now let's read it. She would like an app that would let her select an artist, genre, and let everything else takes care of her music needs. I'm not sure, right? Because that sounds like a person who just needs music around. That sounds like a person who's not very, like not an avid music lover, because an avid music lover will be very specific about their playlist, right? And won't be stuck on one single playlist. So the problem statement seems unrealistic. Thank you so much, Adit Gupta. Thank you so much for that super chat and for all the love and support. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So the problem statement is a little vague to me. So I don't know who came up with this problem statement, but it does not seem थोड़ा सा unrealistic लग रहा है. So when the problem statement is not that this thing, no, so the color palette is given. Your solution should cater to different form factors based on the context of view. You can use sample context of your choice, content of your choice. Okay. While the final design critical, we also want to see your this thing. All right. So let's look at the case study. So the problem statement was there. The challenge was there. My process. Okay. Now this is not a case study review, right? So this looks like you submitted the case study, but not the design itself. But let's look at, okay, let's look at it. So I can go to genre, artist or something, and I can just click one. All right. Then what happens? Oh, I can select both. Okay. But how do I select one? Recently played favorite artist. I'm still not sure how to use it though. All artists, sure. Okay. All right. First thing first. This is more like a case study, but so I don't know how much detail we can get into, but we'll try. Now, from the main thing, like let the whoever the user was, let her select the one of these things and then go ahead. Sure. Like the screen looks like a great starting point. Kudos on that. I have a little bit worries on how will you scale these name tags if they get too long, but I guess that's something one could look at later on. But I am now not sure, like, how do I select these? Like, what happens when I tap on any of them? Can I select multiple? Can I say, hey, play KK and Arijit Sawant? Can I say play classical hip hop and Arijit Sawant? Can I do that? Like, there are many unanswered questions in the design. Like, how does the screen is a great starting point, a wireframe, if you will. And by the way, many people think wireframe need to be just like lines. Sure, you could have, this is a high fidelity wireframe. The problem with wireframe is it doesn't answer all the questions. So that's why we call it a wireframe. Right now, this is not answering all questions, right? Like, what happens when I tap on it? Can I multi-select? Can I only select one? Does it start playing immediately? What happens next, right? Then I don't know how this screen is connected to this screen. I don't know how to arrive here, honestly speaking. Like, how will I get here? Is this a default screen I open? Then is this not the default screen I open? Or is this the onboarding screen? Not clear. All right. But that is also artist screen. So these are all artists. Oh, this is dedicated artist. Oh, so this is songs by that artist. But again, the same issue. These do not look like songs because there's no play button. There's no play button. These look like album because this is the form factor used for albums without a play button. See, these all look like albums and these all look like artists. So these also look like that. They do not look like songs. Okay, so we have play unit here. We have search favorites. Okay. Capital, not capital, capital. I'm not sure why. View all is not non-capitalized, but this the rest is. So a little bit of inconsistencies. All right, let's come to this right here. I don't know how you say duration. Can't you have duration? Is that not important? Is this paused right now? Okay, this is paused. Okay. All right. Not much here, not much to here. So I guess that's all we could get to. Like, it's a great attempt at UI wireframing, maybe UI as well, exploration, but I do not see the solution coming together. Like, it's not coming together for me. So I hope that helps you, Rishabh, in refining your solution and refining how you present this, because a lot of you would have probably thought of all of these things, right, Rishabh? But what tends to happen is because we think about these screens so much and we look at them day in day out, you probably spent hours and hours looking at these screens. Many things that are obvious to us, we forget that they are not obvious to the other person, especially the user or to whoever you're submitting this assignment to. So that is where these things get missed out. All right. So I hope this is helpful. If this was helpful, you know what to do. You know what to do, fam. You know what to do. You hit that like button. You follow me on Twitter. If you're new here, you subscribe. And if you have done all of that, you send me a chat with a thumbs up or writing something nice. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. We were interns there, all right. Anmol is here and Jyotirmay is here. VOP, thank you so much. Arijit is here. I mean, on Vishvesh's behalf. Once again, thank you, Rishabh, for sharing your work. It is very valuable when other people can get to learn from it, and I hope this was helpful for you as well. If I asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. Identifying the right problem is the key. That is true, Arijit. Said by Mr. Henry Ford, I guess. Yeah, there is a lot of this thing around who is quoted, but the point is whoever said it, the point remains. Udit, good to see you here. Says because the problem was slow mode of transportation, not slow horses. Key to find the problem is taking users, right? Hey Sid, what do you think about the book Solving Problem Design Questions and Solution? I have not heard of that book. I have not heard of that book. Probably if one of you can link me up on IG, I would check it out. Now, Sai says makes complete sense. Said working on something for so long makes us habituated to our design, so miss the obvious stuff. Yes, that is how it happens, and that is why we have peer feedback. That is why design feedback is so important. Welcome Ashutosh Gupta and welcome Rohit Methwani. Sab changa si. All right, all right. So we have oh nice. We have covered two. Not bad. I mean, I thought it'll take time, but we are covering some ground. We are covering some ground. All right. So now we're gonna look at one more, and I'm just setting it up. Just give me a sec. This always get, of course, like it'll get smoother as we do more of these episodes. And if you folks like it a lot, and if you share this around, if you like, if the word of mouth travels, and this thing really establishes, like I know, like all of you love watching portfolio reviews because the attendance on portfolio reviews is insane. Like I really have to get some popular guests to get that kind of attendance on live streams. But if this is useful to you folks, and if you like it and we keep attending it and it becomes popular, then I really want to invite other designers as well. Oh, my bad. Like other designers. Imagine like other designers from Head Out, other designers from other companies who can also give you feedback. And some days we'll plan it. Some days it'll be just a surprise that, hey, it happens to be that your portfolio, your work, sorry, is getting reviewed by some designer that you fancy. In terms of like working with. Hello, Cypria. Good to see you here. Anshul G is here. Good to see you, Anshul. Twinkle says, this is my first time joining in. Live is full of insight. Yes, Twinkle, live is always more fun. So make sure you join in live. And those of you who miss out on YouTube notifications, there are links to the Discord server and Telegram group that you can join where I always post before I go live. All right, all right. So let's get started with the next one that we have. The next work we are looking at is from Vandini. Now, Vandini says the problem was to provide a platform where people can send, receive. Oh, no. This is design a water intake tracker where the user can track if they consume 8 glasses of water in a day or not. Think and design for success and failure of multiple use cases. All right. So, I'm guessing this is an assignment for urban company. Very nice. Very nice. And this is pitch. All right. So, let's look at the presentation. All right, goal is to monitor their water intake. Very nice. Age group, all right. User research. Okay, so you looked at other people's thing. Drinking water reminder they like, water tracker they like, my water, hydro coach. I don't know what these mean though. Whether people like them, whether people dislike them, I don't know. It doesn't say. All right. It is a general misconception that 8 glasses of water is sufficient for everybody. That's true. That's a misconception. That part is true. Right. So you'll have to ask. Very nice. Very nice. So if you look at it, Vandini started by assuming what she knew, just starting her worldview there. Then doing comparator research and secondary research and the domain research, as we would call it, about water intake itself. Like primary is about what apps exist, secondary is about what other stuff exists out there, but the domain expertise is how much water do you actually need and what does it depend on. And that's what changes everything, because these are the factors that water intake depends on, which means all these things need to be handled at onboarding. All right. So use gamification, use smartwatches, and monitor progress. Cool. Okay. All right, now I want to get to the okay edge cases. All right, what does case if the user is not logged in? All right, water whose water absorbed is not known to us. Very interesting. Okay, okay, skip all of these. Okay, I on board. Oh, nice. Home screen is just that. How much I've drank, and I'm guessing this rises up as I drink because that will be super cool if this rises up. Like at night, I just drink and sleep, and this is full blue. Blue light would not be good at night, but whatever. Like I like the. Oh, I can just edit my goal like that. Okay, can I tap there to edit? Do we need this edit your goal thing here? Okay. Report screen. Report screen. Okay. Hey Vandini, edit your goal. Waterly points. Hey, never said 7 day streak like that. Show me visually. This is the visual side of gamification. A lot of gamification is around these visual things. Like this, the reason this is slightly gamified is because psychologically you want to fill it up, right? And you want to fill this up, water up. So streaks should be represented visually. This is like either you say 7 day streak or you show so many dots. Like you go like, damn, so many dots. I don't want to discontinue. Right now, and this is part of one of the reels I made as well, right? Um, Framing effect. Now, this is not framing effect isolated. This is cognitive load that we're talking about and cognitive, work that mind has to do. 7 day streak. When I read these words, I have to process streak 7 day earlier. This blah 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 blah. You show me 7 dots and say streak on fire, like think Snapchat, right? Just the fire emoji is there, and I know I'm on streak. Like the hell, I'm on streak, the longest streak ever, right? So when we say gamification, the visual translation of gamification has also the gamification part appeals to subconscious, some parts of our subconscious, right? And the more closely visuals can mimic those subconscious things and evoke less of the conscious mind, the better the outcome is usually, right? So we'll skip this part and let's see. So home screen, you can just, how do I add water? So I click tap, and I can just select water, tea, coffee. Oh, how do I know ML? How do I know ML? Yeah, that is one of the most difficult things. How do I know ML? Okay. I'd be worried for pressing it by mistake. Like close button by mistake. Like I was filling and just pressed it by mistake. Yeah, I'm not, I don't know. Like I still feel there's a lot of friction that could be reduced from here, right? Like for example, most of the time I take 2 sips of water or whatever, let's say 300 ml. Let's forget about the ml problem for now. But I'm sure like my majority of the drinks are not split in 3 but one type of drink when it's sipping water. And all I should be able to just do is press tap, like 2 taps, and my default thing is registered. Like I just had a glass of water, tap. That could be one of the things. But I just feel this could be simplified a little bit. That's just my opinion. Like that is the heart of the thing. All right. We already talked about this. We talked about leaderboard. Okay. Oh, okay. I wonder how people will feel about that. This is something worth testing with users. All right. So all in all, if you look at the solution, that is what I'm about. Like, great start on the home screen. Report screen looks clean, but can be further gamified. And add water screen can. This is where you want to do the heavy lifting. This is where you wanna spend time doing work and thinking, so the user doesn't have to. Another thing that I noticed was most of your app is actually very minimal, right? From here, then it introduces some gradients, right? But keeps lined icons here. Then we come to the screen. There, lined icons continue, lined icons continue, lined icons continue, right? And the gradients continue. But then these badges come. So sure, badges need to be separate. But then we come here, and we don't have icons anymore, but we have photographs, right? So would it be better if these were icons as well, or is there a specific reason to add like specifically these photographs here? Those would be my questions. So this is as we get into details. So I hope this was helpful as well. And with that, we are coming closer to the finishing time. Are you guys having fun? Are you folks having fun? Are you folks having fun? If you're having fun, Right, having fun. Right, having fun. And so let me know that you're having fun. Hey, even I got this from my internship, but I ended up not doing it. So I guess there's a set of tasks that you can pick from at when you apply for a one company. All right, are you having fun? Let me know in chat. Yeah, are you having fun? Oh, Piyush is sharing a very interesting idea. Imagine you wearing Apple Watch, and the higher you raise the watch, the more water you've had. Yeah, and there are also these bottles which come with like smart bottles, which just you fill, they know how much was filled, and you drink, and they know how much was drank. That's the easiest way, right? A smart water which does the logging. Correct. Kishan has already shared that. How to develop a good eye for design. Sainath, I think I answered that in Instagram comments as well. It's about exposure, right? Developing an eye is about exposure. So have a expose yourself to a variety of media, including different kind of art, films, designs, literature. So the more your mind experiences, the better your eye for design would be as well. And I know that's not a straightforward answer, but developing taste is not straightforward. It has a lot to do with your ideas, what you've done, and what you like, and what you admire, and what you're exposed to, right? Having loads of fun, having fun. Yes, yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Damn, man, I thought at least today my case study would be reviewed. Manish, today is not case study review session. Today is design office hours. So we go very slow. And I know your submissions came, yours is the second last submission here. Today seems difficult, but if you're also submitted in portfolio review sessions, then probably it'll get picked up there. But here we spend more time. So Manish, so sorry you have been waiting, but this one we just taking it slow, nice and easy. WatchOS will be the future. All right, Akash. Looks like you're a big fan of WatchOS. All right, all right. This says yes, there are, but I didn't get any. They took me in based on my portfolio. I guess I got lucky. I guess. No, that look at your portfolio. It's damn good, yeah. Don't underestimate that work. I told you. I told you, do not underestimate it. Right? Do not underestimate it. Still, it is not luck. They know. You think that you know the experience of people working at an academy. You know they are smart. Sorry, I'm saying an academy, urban company, right? You know they are smart. Do you think you are smart enough to fool them? No, right? So they know what they're doing. They know who they have hired. They know your potential. So believe in that. Believe in that. You did good. You did good work. I submitted for that too. Good, Manish Reddy. That's the approach. That's hustle. That's good. Respect for that. Sneha says, hello, Siddharth. I'm catching live for the first time. Super helpful. Good to see you, Sneha. Good to see you here. And I'm glad you're finding it useful. This is what it's for. And lives are more fun. Always more fun. Kishan says, what should I designer focus on more? Defining the problem, wireframes, UI. The more time you spend defining the problem, the less time you will have to spend on the other items, and the higher chances of them being successful. Like, these are not optional. These are the steps, right? And first you define the problem, refine the problem, and then you find the solution, which you're calling wireframes and UI here, Kishan. So problem first, solution second. Then we say, Spacer, hey, said small suggestion. Can you give out the box problem statement and we can create solution around that? Then you can review our solutions. The box problem statement. An out of the box problem statement. So problem statements don't need to be out of the box, right? Like problem statement come from real life. That is the tricky part about them. The solution could be out of the box for sure. Any chance my case study getting reviewed today? Anmol, we are not reviewing case studies today. However, I see your submission. We may be able to get to it. Yeah, probably next would be yours, Anmol. Akash Dubey says design UI for people who are blind. Look at videos of what is called voice assistant and text-to-speech software on iPhones, and Android also have these days, but iPhones is really good. And see, there are ample videos on YouTube, and there was a viral video doing rounds on Twitter on how blind people use technology, and it has a lot to do with voice. And you know how they say like mutual fund investment subject to master, please read the documents carefully before investing. Yeah, they can, like, at that speed, that's normal for them. Like, they can comprehend stuff at that speed. So it's a very different world. Check it out. Manish says, please, though, the portfolio review session also, please, so that my work will also move up in the waiting list tomorrow. Tomorrow we have something else lined up. Wait for it. Tomorrow we have something exciting lined up. Tomorrow we are getting to talk about something nice. And of course, those of you don't know, I mean, tomorrow you will know even more, but we have not only we have a design intern opening, we also have a full-time senior designer opening as well at Head Out. So apply away, apply away. And this one that we're looking at is by Anmol. Anmol, your study is here. Your work is here. Let's look at it. It's a classroom management app for teachers, all right? All right. The major roadblock starts from even starting the teaching student. The process allocating student in different classrooms, scheduling, keeping an eye on Saturdays, ability to share resources outside the classroom. They become anxious due to lack of training, low technical proficiency of teachers, and I hate Medium. This is Medium, right? Medium is the worst. Medium has become the worst thing for reading experience. They had one job. They had one job to make the reading experience better. All right. Oh, these are from teachers. We were not even trained for this. Even if we make classes, schedule them, parents don't know how to enroll their kids in online mode because of their technical barriers. Even if we learn about all this through YouTube, sharing and managing school worksheets and homework are other usual tasks which add some pressure on shoulders. Man, I'm just feeling bad for teachers, terrible for teachers, reminding me all the things that came out in the first round of pandemic. Google Classroom could give us more insight into the problem. I found a very good resource online where teachers and professors give very comprehensive pros and cons of Google Classroom. Oh. Oh. I want to see that website. Ooh. Good find, yo. Good find. Very nice. Very nice. We also have something very similar for in the industry head out existent. It's called Trustpilot. We go there to do research for head out. Low technical proficiency of teachers. All right. Quick management, mobile for proper class, desktop, good. Manual transfer of grades. I do not know what this means. Sharing the same resource in different scenarios, repetitive is. Tell me about it. Ask. This is the same on live stream. Every live stream has one person asking, how do I get started on UI design? Even if I have the link in the description. This one is not there, so the question may come. All right, rescheduling lectures. The design was not pleasing with very few visual aids. Rescheduling lecture and notifying them was difficult. Send voice message. Oh, nice. Let's look at the solution already. Let's look at show me the money. Where's Figma file? Here's Figma file. Aha. Let's look at it. So the app opens up. Welcome back, Swati. Next class is this thing. Starts in 9 minutes, 20 seconds. Ooh, I like it. Shouldn't these be two more connected? But overall, I like the idea. I like this idea. So now, most people here would have said starts at 8 p.m., 8 a.m., 11 a.m. No, it starts in 9 minutes. You're on an app. You can calculate how you can count down, which is more live and interactive than whatever else. Today's schedule is English 6 oh, this is for teachers, right? This is for teachers. Would I join or would I start the class? That I'm confused about. Class 6A. All right. Can I access notes related to this class? What am I preparing for this class? Like I have to attach something. I found something that I want to attach to all classes. Sorry, my brain is just running ahead. There are some notifications. Avoid writing lorem ipsum in your designs. The moment you start adding realistic gradients and start using the actual type, it is time to add realistic content. It's fine with me you make one notification repeat because you only understand one type of notification, but lorem ipsum is not the notification, right? Because you made an effort to put English B here, just a little bit effort here, and it helps. It helps. I can reschedule. How do I reschedule now? I click on a class. Oh, I click on a class, but there's no 7th class. Okay, I click on a class and then I can reschedule. How? How do I reschedule? How do I reschedule exactly? Do I click this to reschedule, or if I click this, it is rescheduled automatically? I'm slightly confused. All right. Section B, English class 7. I can choose sections. Okay. Oh, these are posts. Okay. Can I go to homework submission specifically again? Last 7 day attendance. Okay. Assignment submission. Uh, Not submitted should also always come with send reminder to submit. Class performance so far above average, below average. All right. So this is my. How do I how do I come to this screen? How do I come to this screen? This is not very clear. I'm not very clear how do I come to, because the bottom bar also tends to is highlighting the same thing. So I don't know how do I switch from this screen to this screen to this screen. Not clear. I'm guessing these two are related somehow. Oh, I click on statistics and I go here. So this title should appear somewhere here, right? If this is the title, if I this is where I reach, that these are stats. Resource states, all right. These are messages, resources. Okay, you could call them messages. But because will children also post resources or will they submit assignments? I'm not very clear. See, this is assignment, right? This is assignment grading. So this is resource or assignment? I don't know. Management, manage faculty and TAs, add remove students, manage student marks, manage tags. What is that? Generate student reports, all right. Okay, this definition, I don't know how often this needs to be done. All right, reports generated. Cool. I hope this. I hope you folks are looking at all the problem statements that we are looking at. So I can just open and schedule a new class. Oh, oh. I'm not sure if class planning, especially in a school, is this open to teachers. How do I know? For example, you say, oh, put it on 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on June 13. How do I know there are not other classes for class 6 or 7A at this time? How do I know math teacher is also not taking class? This usually happens at a timetable level. So some domain, and how do I know this? My mother is a teacher and she recently retired. That's how I know that this is not solely at discretion of a teacher, even online, because student can be only in one class, right? So this has to be coordinated. So I'm not sure if this flow would work. All right. Rescheduling existing class. We finally come to that. I click on a class. I'm not sure what happened. What? Sorry, what? So I click, I tap this. I get option to reschedule. I click reschedule and then it says quick timings. Oh, these are clickable timings. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if evening is even an option. This is not clear. This is I'm not too sure about this. Couple of problems. I clicked reschedule, but the top title says quick timings, and these timing don't look like tappable buttons to me. That could be subjective. This is something you would want to test. But in front of this UI, which looks clearly interactable, this looks like this information. Because honestly, this has way more highlight than these do, right? So if this is clickable, visually speaking, then why is not this clickable? Also, this is a CTA thing, this is a CTA thing, or one more thing we saw, right? So that was white. I'm not sure which ones, how the brand colors are being used. Yeah, this is also I saw, right? Unsure how buttons are being used. All right, feedback screens. You can give some feedback, you can give some ratings, and then cool, awesome. So summarizing all in all things, first thing I want to point out, and who submitted this again? Kaksha thing, Anmol, right? Anmol, yes, Anmol. Kudos on prop like this is better type setting than I've seen recently. Kudos on that. Color usage definitely need to work on, and UX wise also there are many things missing. Like the UI, I don't want to differentiate it, but UI breaks and the UX therefore breaks as well. Many things are not clear. Like this reschedule button is an action to initiate rescheduling, or it is an action to actually pressing, because if I click this join now, I'm assuming I join, right? The joining happens with this button, but I'm sure rescheduling doesn't happen with this button. So there's inconsistencies when you think about it, right? There are inconsistencies over the screen as well. For example, I click something called title statistics, but when I come on the screen, the title is not nowhere there. Similar problem exists over here where I click on reschedule, but the pop-up that opens up says quick timing. So I'm not sure what that means. The colors, yeah, I'm not too sure how colors are being used. Color usage needs a rethinking strategy, because here I feel like there are other styles of color with blue and green dominated. Then we come here and green just sort of like this part is green, that part is weirdly green, then this is blue, and but this is has some sort of purple in there, right? So and then again this has some sort of purple in there. So I'm not sure like how these are getting connected, but I'm guessing these might be just predefined palette, or they are not in the palette. This thing is not in the palette, right? Then this color, the way we have this resource, I don't see in the palette. Oh, I can't edit. Yeah, but I don't see that color in the palette. Yeah, this is not there in the palette. You see that? That is not in the palette. Definitely not. Unless my eyes are really mistaken. Okay. So yep, all in all, I hope that helps. There's blue for CTA, there's this green for CTA, and then there is this treatment of CTA as well. So visual design wise, also there are issues, and UX wise there are also issues. And from product designer point of view, the biggest challenge that I see here is this scheduling and rescheduling. Conceptually seems fine, but I don't think practically it works. So it needs some domain research as to how does this realistically happen, right? So yep, then we say that now this is what we say product designer versus a traditional UI sense, right? As a traditional UI person, you may say, hey, this class came to me, I designed the UI, I give the form field, then it's done, right? But as product designer, you think about like how does this actually get solved? One could argue that all designers should think about it, but yeah, that's why these differentiations came in to begin with. And I hope you folks have fun. Now we switch back finally. Are you folks still here? Are you folks still here? Write something in chat if you're still here and still having fun. If you're still having fun. All right, all right. Now let's quickly look at chat. Whoa, damn. Whoa. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I submitted for that too. All right, we should cover that. Please do the portfolio review session. Covered that tomorrow. Twinkle, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Twinkle. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. And those of you who don't know, you can send a super chat or you can become a member of the channel to support for as little as 59, 49. Check it out. Check it out. Let me know as well. It's really cheap. It's less than you used to pay for coffee at CCD. I promise you that. It hasn't been posted. Oh, what hasn't been posted? Where is the link for applying for design internship role? I will just share that with you folks. 1 second. Just give me 1 minute and I will share all of these deets with you. All of these deets coming your way. All of them. Yep, they're coming. I will share the link to both the openings, the senior product designer and the design intern at Headout. Just give me a sec. I should have added that to description. Well, better prepared next time. So this is the opening for senior product designer. Posting here. If you had fun, hit that like button and let me know in the comments in the chat that you had fun. And if you're watching it later, let me know as well. It is really important that we know from you folks, right? Like it is critically important. And here we go, Design Central. All this documentation exists in one place. So I'm just opening that on Notion. Product Design Intern, and there we go. There we have the link. And this is Product Design Intern. You will have access to all the amazing folks in the team. There you go. Both the links are out there, and share it with your friends, with family, with everyone. Let people know we do this here, and send more people our way, and hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out the awesomeness. If YouTube is not sending you a notification, if you're joining for live for the first time and you don't want to miss out the next live, make sure you join the Discord, or follow me on Instagram, or join the Telegram. All three options are available, or you can do all three at the same time, and I send notification there so you don't miss it out. You would get better context if you had the look at the case study I've comprehensively explained there. Anmol, yes, I could take a look there as well. But the case study is a different design altogether. Like, the issue is, again, there's usually, unless we work together, there will be some miscontext as well. But I still feel there are some issues that might be still be valid. But definitely I'll try to take a look. But you are better aware, Anmol, that some of these things that I pointed out might not be issues, so which you have covered already because of the requirements, or there's something that I missed out which you had thought about and which were part of the requirement which are not clear to me, which is fair. You're aware of those things and you know where you can improve, and you are aware of what things, feedback that I gave, you can ignore safely. So I hope all in all it was helpful, right? That's the goal. Still here, King, awesome. Still here, this stuff is really, really helpful, Chief. Thank you so much, Hari. Thank you so much. Are you still taking queries? As in taking submissions? You can submit, but we are you can or ask questions, but right now not reviewing anything anymore. Thanks for the review, Sid. Really appreciate it. Anmol, thank you so much for sharing your work. Once let's have Anmol OP in the chat, because Anmol has shared his Anmol work with us, so we could learn something from it. If you learn something from Anmol's work, thank Anmol by saying AOP or Anmol OP in the chat. Be kind to each other. We can thank Anmol. Why not? We should thank Anmol because he gave us the opportunity to learn so much, right? And such awesome work, such difficult problem statements. It's not easy to take up those kind of problem statements. So kudos, Anmol, on first attempting that problem statement. Very comprehensive app design, a lot to cover, and you did well. And those are the areas of improvement. Some of those are relevant, and I'm sure you'll make great progress. All right, that was a great session. You had fun. All right. Sai, I hope you had fun on the first live session. Totally worth it. All right. Anshulji says, what should be my first case study? A complete app or small feature suggestion or a redesign of popular app? Start with, I would say, make feature first. That's the easiest to do. Or pick anyone. Do a coin flip, right? And gonna apply for sure. Awesome, Sai Priya. Looking forward to it. And more OP is happening. AOP is happening. Awesome. King Siddharth OP as well. Thank you so much. I'm OP because you folks are all OP. And that brings us to the end of today's live stream, which was so much fun. I didn't think we'd have so much fun. Did you have fun? Awesome. Light fun in the chat. And let it keep rolling as we close today's stream. Once again, thank you so much for joining in on a Saturday night. Like, I'm sure all of you, many of you had planned, but I had so much fun, and I hope you had too. We're going to try and do this as frequently as we do case studies and portfolio reviews, which is monthly, and see how this evolves. And there's other things that I'm planning. They will come in slow. Coming week, there will be no stream. There'll be one stream tomorrow. Most likely, I'm really trying to plan for it. It'll be with Nitish, and if it happens, it'll be about design system and specifically creating type-based design system. So yep, will be a next live stream tomorrow. Because I'm doing 2 live streams this week, so I'll take a break next weekend where I'm visiting my parents after 2 years. So I won't be streaming. I'll be spending time with them. Just a heads up. Miss me and send me messages. But I'll try and do maybe a live on Instagram. Who knows? We'll do Instagram live. Yeah, hell yeah, we'll do Instagram live. It's been so long. And once again, thank you so much, folks. Good night. Take care. Shabak Khair and Shubh Ratri. Love you, marry me, etc. Don't forget to follow me at other places, everywhere. All right. See you, folks. Good night.